To the west of Dishonored RPG, we run Wednesdays normally, well, Wednesdays in the evening, we'll say. Today we're doing it earlier. So, last session, you all got out of Soul Springs. It took a little while to get out. Oh, I have that, don't I? That book?
Yeah, you do.
I do. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Last session, you got out. Probably the biggest conflict wasn't necessarily Atlee. You solved that all really quickly, thanks to the Alcadeva and a music box. But the biggest problem was the Tibian operator, who had called in reinforcements while you guys were at Taslani's place, and gotten an evac. The operator went through Atlee's stuff, took one book, despite effective negotiation technique attempts. Listen, you were pretty good.
Well,
The operator is supposed to steal all of them.
The word effective means it did something.
It did.
It
Operator wanted to take all four. Took one.
That's a 75% decrease in amount of books stolen.
Yes, you were 75%
Really be a
effective.
librarian.
Yeah. Hazel walks in, she's like, actually, guys, I'm just going to start a library. Never mind.
This is
And
all
this
too
one-
high stress for me.
If you lose a book, you're not banned from it. The other one.
What about bringing a dog inside? Is that
Yeah,
allowed?
that's
Yes, of course.
Wow.
Um,
But anyway, you know this.
Let's see. As the operators, plural, were getting away, Wayne wounded the operator that was with you, who you, I guess, never got a name from. Now that I think about it.
Yeah,
We never
he was
said
not
anything to
Yeah,
us.
talkative.
didn't say anything. Yeah, I was thinking that there's going to be one moment where they would say something, and never happened.
I kept trying.
Yeah, I know. Yep. But while the airship was flying away, Lee Barrett managed to do a very, very good shot with the mammoth gun that he picked up in Taslani's place. Hit a very crucial part of the void right generator, and resulted in the crash of the airship. Crashed a while away, but as you guys were taking your time and leaving, they got back to your location and assaulted your airship, and you all left pretty quickly. After that, Ellison got shot, Wayne got shot, but you all went back to the landing pad at the top of Atlee's place, got everyone in your team out. You got a spike.
Didn't Heisel, Barrett, and Anton all get shot too?
I think
At
so,
some
yeah.
point or another, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. It was.
Now
I got
Spencer,
shot in the back. They're cowards.
Who had the
Shoot a
spike?
man in the back while he runs away.
Sab had the spike, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he did.
LG asked for it, and Sab just pocketed it.
Well, I guess
Hey,
during the
they
conversation
were both very
last session, I would have asked LG if he had the spike.
Yeah. He would say, no, Sab has it.
And
Helpful piece of
also,
information.
Barrett and Anton both went and had conversations with Atlee.
Yes, I did forget that. And you took his bed out and then put it back in after he said, I don't even sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
seem
know
like
what
the
I'll
most
give
useful
you.
negotiation
Bed
tactic.
sheets. And Atlee's like, great, thanks. I don't
Thanks.
use them.
An
It's a
avocado.
very humane gesture.
He's trying to be all tough, macho, and secure, but then he did feel a little bit bad for him afterwards. So.
Yeah.
Stole the bed sheets from an old man.
Who doesn't even use them?
He's a creepy old man. Doesn't need to sleep.
All right.
He's a little creepy.
Let's see. So the last thing that happened is LG went on the intercom and said, everybody except Atlee, please come up to the map room, which is adjacent to the pilot house.
And Lee told Gray to stay and keep watch over Atlee.
Yep, and Gray would say, fair enough.
I'll take the shift after a few hours.
I'm trying to remember what. Do you remember what your title is? Like your
Yeah,
rank in the
inspector.
enforcers? Inspector. That's it. I was like, it's not detective.
We're investigator.
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 That's it. Yeah. You've got an investigator. I'll be down here, and you can take that shift when
What
you're
time
ready.
is it?
It's probably like 10 o'clock. It's a little late.
Oh.
LG's meeting won't go too long, but
I'll come relieve you at midnight.
Of course. I'll make sure the old man doesn't. What are we trying to stop him from doing? Escaping.
I don't think he wants to escape. I don't know if he doesn't want to kill us either, or
Right.
do something disturbing to someone. So just keep an eye on him. Anything unusual, just shoot him.
He looks in the room. I think he kind of does that whole disturbing thing just by breathing. But
Well, you know, if he tries anything weird, just call for help. Or
Will do.
if you have to shoot him, shoot him. Try to
Okay.
keep him alive. Kaisel wants to talk to him, but if you have to, do what you have to.
done and done. All right. At least just I can hear you.
I have feelings.
Actually, you know what?
Gonna roll for feelings.
Yeah, he heard you.
I feel like
Do
You don't know-
I don't get to roll for quiet.
I feel like
talking
this
quietly?
study is really good.
I see. I will allow you. The door is closed. There's not necessarily any reason to think that he would be listening in. You're outside in that. Well, sure. Go ahead and speak quietly.
All right.
Mm,
Can I
hot
apply stealth to this since I'm trying to be sneaky with how quiet I'm saying this?
Sure.
All right, that's a critical success.
Okay. Which turns out to just two successes.
Two successes.
Yeah, he heard you.
Okay.
You don't know he heard you.
Man's study score must be really good. Although he kept hearing things anyway, so like,
Yeah.
oh, I think we already knew
He
that.
just does that.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
like
go upstairs.
new things, real things, not hallucinations.
In the map room, LG would be waiting. He probably poured himself a glass of whiskey. He got some from the galley.
Pour me one too.
Sure, you got it. We'll pour some. It's been a long day. So in here would be who's in here? Everybody? All four of you?
Yeah. I'd be the one.
Ellison would be in the pilot house piloting.
Mm,
Or wait,
yes.
oh
I
no,
was.
what's that?
I was at the time.
You were. You're gonna need to stick around there, unfortunately, to keep this thing from crashing.
Is
But
the map room not close enough to hear?
it is close enough to hear. You can just prop the door open and just hear everything that goes on in that room. And he would probably say no to the whiskey if you're flying.
Fair enough.
Don't drink and drive an airship.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. You're night flying, so it's really hard to see things.
No.
It's not a good idea to drink anything right
I
now.
had this very abstract idea that I could put it on autopilot,
No.
and now I'm realizing that that's
Nope.
very unrealistic.
Yep.
Why would there be autopilot?
No, I'm
Um,
used to like cruise control and stuff.
go. You don't even use cruise control.
No, but
What are
you
you
do.
saying?
I also don't use cruise.
It's so useful. I love cruise
I
control.
love it.
Oh, it's great.
When you're driving like 7 hours a
camps
day.
of
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but
Exactly.
here's the thing. I just get so extremely frustrated whenever I have to slow down or speed up because another car on the road is not going the exact same speed as me.
But like half your
Oh, that
long
was
drives
all-
are like where no one is, right?
Especially when you're
And
driving.
you
mean,
go real fast.
there's not enough of no one. Well, actually, part of the reason is if I can go real fast, I need to be able to slow down pretty quick.
Mm.
If a cop happens to be there, which doesn't happen often.
Cruise
But
control also helps keep me from speeding.
There you
Because
go.
I can set it like, oh, it's 55. I'll set it at 60 because otherwise I find myself going at like 80.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel
Understandable.
that.
Understandable.
Looking down and you're like, going 7 miles an hour. It's nowhere near the speed limit.
I shall go ahead and
Slow
make
down.
a tinker cleverly or
Did I
carefully.
do this last session already?
This is another check.
Another one.
Yes.
Wait, so you mean that I didn't just pilot it at the beginning of the trip and get
Well,
it?
I thought we
good
did a
enough?
whole trip check.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Difficulty is going to be 3, but less than that isn't necessarily going to be a catastrophic failure. A 0 will be a catastrophic
I
failure.
think I bumped up my cleverly.
Are you want to help?
We're in the map room.
I don't see any reason to help. I
Like,
mean,
I mean,
We're also in the map room.
this is, you know what? This is something I would probably lock unless you have an airship focus. You can't just assist someone in a check
Because we
like this.
assisted with taking off and like.
Yeah, I know. I wanted you guys to.
Well, it's 2 successes.
There's
Um,
also less to do on like once you're in the air, so
right.
a person wouldn't be necessarily that helpful at this point.
Okay. 2 is not bad. Don't worry. Nothing bad necessarily happens. It's just it's shaky, and you can tell that Ellison is not flying the ship right now.
Ellison's like, I'm gonna get rest, except can't rest. Someone's blowing my airship wrong.
Yeah. Fortunately for you guys, she's lost so much blood that she's at that point where you can't really stay.
Fortunately for us.
Yeah. Also, may have taken something to. Mikhail may have given her something to help her sleep.
Mikhail's like, I'm gonna knock you out so you don't have to see what we're doing to your 4 airships.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
The mental distress.
Yep. So as you're all in the map room, Mikhail would come through the exterior door from out on the deck and come in and just say, Ellison won't be joining us. She is stable, thankfully, but she needs some rest.
Sure. Are you alright?
Yes, let's hear Mr. LG out first. We can talk later.
Sure.
He says as this room full of people is here. LG is just going to be trying to hold his whiskey a bit, it's like a little shaky. just a little bit. Nothing too bad.
It's fair.
So
Does he need to make a survive check because he's drinking?
yeah, I'll allow him.
I really hope he fails.
Make this
Now
whole
he's drunk.
conversation easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he takes a sip. Yeah, he's drunk. With the shaky ship and everything, he probably drank a little bit before this. He's not an alcoholic, but he
He had like a little too much whiskey in the glass, and now it's all gone. He's like,
in fact, as he finishes this glass, during one of those more turbulent moments, he actually falls down onto the deck and drops the whiskey glass. Nat 20.
oh no.
And welcome everyone. It's fine. It's not on the fancy map.
Please going to reach down and help him up by grabbing his
Snap
arm.
just grabs
Oh,
the
thank you.
and
Okay.
just puts
Yeah.
it like into his sleeve.
Did you eat before you drank that much?
No,
Maybe you should find some like bread or something, soak it up.
probably. But listen, I gotta say this. I'm gonna go to bed soon, anyways.
It's okay. I was like that when I started.
When you started what?
Drinking. What were you saying?
Okay, so I wanted to update you guys. We got it's all of my friends. They're gonna go to Soul Spring and seize it. So there's that. And Heisel. Okay, he's not hammered, but Heisel.
He's just
Yeah.
doing
I've got some good news for you. We're gonna go through with the getting Leo back plan.
Like, no.
Yeah, like now. Well, okay, I need to pull on a thread. Wait, I need to
What thread?
research something, but we're gonna go to the place to research the thing.
And what's the thing, and where's the research?
The thing is just a few miles out of New Dunwall, so set a heading for there. Do you know how to do that?
Probably. And she's gonna like jerk the wheel.
I'm gonna see if I maintain my balance.
Rachel, I will allow you to roll another check here if you want to.
To
You
jerk
can
the
keep your
wheel
continues.
gently.
To set a right heading.
Oh, okay.
Please,
I'll keep my 2
please.
successes.
I got one success.
Okay.
You should have kept that one.
Okay,
No,
anyone
one
with a 1 success remains on the.
That is one success.
It wasn't a complication.
What is the check?
I'll do still up. Move.
Yeah,
Carefully.
2 successes.
Okay, 1 momentum. It'll fade soon, anyways, but maybe you can find a use for it. Yes. So
Now's the time. to
LG
kill
stands
someone.
up. He's in a seat. He's sat down.
He's like, I'm a little too drunk for that bad of driving.
Also, actually, I did forget to say Wayne is not here. He's not sitting on this. Sitting.
Did you talk with Rand about it?
Nah, I talked to somebody else.
Oh, somebody else.
Nope.
Why not?
Well, because it's secret.
Why is it
Is-
secret?
Because we're spies.
Yeah.
It's just-
Does he have the jurisdiction to, ensure that this happens?
What do you mean? My
mean-
contact?
I mean, the person you talked to about it, is there a chance that someone could shut the plan down and stop it, or?
Maybe, but technically I'm the one doing the plan.
No one can.
I just asked for permission. I got it.
The permission can't be rescinded.
No, given that they gave me a location that I know now. So,
What?
yeah, I asked for a location, and they said, sure.
Of secret
No.
base.
No.
Location of what?
The last outsider.
What?
Yeah. Yep. That
Where-
one.
Wait.
What's that mean?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Yeah. He lived. Yep. So, we're gonna go ask him some questions.
And your higher ups or whoever are okay with that.
Yep. That's right.
If I were you, I wouldn't talk to them again for a few hours at least.
What? Why?
Just take my word for it.
Why?
Well, you might start talking about relationships and all that.
Oh, you're talking about okay, yeah, I get it. I'm a little buzzed. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm going to bed after this. Just a little something to help me sleep. And
Drink
to
a lot of water before you do. It helps.
I'll take that advice, Anton. Thanks.
Thanks, Salty.
Yeah. Yep. You good to fly through the night?
Sure, we'll be fine.
All right. Hopefully Allison is fine, because no offense, but you're probably a much better cult leader than you are a pilot.
I've never flown an airship before in my life.
Heisel, if you want, I can take the wheel for a little bit if you want to speak to Atlee. Just for a little bit.
Actually, sounds
The
good.
pilot house door opens, and Wayne is actually there. If you want someone to actually pilot this thing, I'm a pilot.
You're a pilot.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Why
get
didn't you say so?
Well, it's kind of rude to say you want to pilot someone else's property.
It's not really rude when their pilot just got shot and they might be looking for a replacement.
Shush,
Replacement
shush.
that's
Yes,
clearly
you
not
go do that.
as good as
Shush.
yours.
Shush.
Shush.
my wound.
Anton, shush.
It's all good. But I can
There's a
take the
sign.
controls if you want.
Do not
Sure, that'd be great. He'll come
the
back and
gift
check on
whale
it.
in the
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, that works.
Whale in the mouth? Yeah, we have mouth.
Woo!
They have all the little like teeth.
He puts his hands on the
Smash,
controls,
smash,
and
smash,
immediately
smash,
he
teeth.
flips a few levers, and
Have
the
you
shaking
ever
seems
seen a whale,
to
like-
ease out. No offense.
Can I?
Oh no, I'm not a
Can I
pilot.
check to see what he's
Anton
doing?
does
Like,
not
is
feed a
he
whale.
adjusting our destination? Like,
Yeah, you can roll a perception or insight on this one.
right, I'm gonna do perception. Study carefully.
Someone's learning about whale lore.
No,
That's
Oh, Percy would be
is
so proud.
Well,
One
he's still
success.
pro killing whales. He doesn't have an opinion on whales.
Wait, I just had a weird moment. You know when you spell a word so often that you forget how it's spelled, and you're like, is that actually how it's spelled?
Yes.
How do you spell eight?
EIGHT.
Is that it? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now, and it looks like it's missing something.
No, that's how you spell it.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Weird. I must be drunk.
Or as the Germans would say, I.
Josh, what is
We're
actually
sorry
German
to
for
all
eight?
you Germans.
it's.
Germans in the
I
chat.
think
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Didn't you take German?
I didn't take German.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I feel like I remember hearing one time, and like,
Josh, what's the German 8?
No.
You just seem like someone that would
Someone's
take German.
I really wanted to take German,
Yeah.
but my parents wouldn't let me until I'd
Oh.
taken Spanish a bunch of times.
Oh, I mean that does make sense
so,
though.
yeah, so I took Spanish, and then I never had time
Yeah,
or
fair enough.
There.
to German.
Whale.
Are you guys just in the map room, just talking about this?
I got
Yeah.
1 success on my perception check.
You didn't know the whole.
Yeah, it
the
looks
whale
like he
in the
hasn't.
mouth.
You can
Oh,
definitely
like-
tell that he hasn't changed the direction.
Whales are
You're heading in
a
the same
little scary.
direction, but
I thought they were.
it does look like he flipped some switches in regards to a
There
section
is
that would
a
be
bit.
for the void right generator.
Personalities?
So, did something to stabilize the field, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
So, does that plan work for you all?
That sounds great. Really
All
great.
right. I'm also gonna meet with Ren's gonna be there and some other protectors probably. I need to give them a brief on this whole thing, obviously.
Right.
Can't do that over radio.
Do you mind if we're there for that?
Sab can be there. For most of it, you can probably be there, but there might be some things that we have to say in private.
All right.
Them's the business.
Better than a straight up no, that's for sure.
Hmm.
Where are we heading to find the outsider?
Yeah, New Dunwall.
New Dunwall.
Yeah.
Do you have an address for us?
Um.
I don't
No.
think he would just be an address.
I mean, he's got to
An
live somewhere.
address. Address. In a address.
-2 protector points for the pun, Sab.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I just can't.
You
No.
thought he was in a dress, literally?
No, I was saying address, and then I said it, and then I thought about a dress.
What does he wear?
Not a dress.
Clothes.
Just normal clothes.
He's actually.
I think
Yeah.
you're all very tired right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to take a nap.
I mean, an address would be good because we can,
It's so meta.
in case
Listen.
we get split up.
I apologize. I doubt we'll be split up. I'll take you there, but
Just good
it's.
enough.
Okay.
I don't want to supply the directions just because it's a big secret. I'm sure there are some people that want to at least ask him questions. Probably a few that want him dead, including some protectors. But let's not talk about that.
Are you
We're going.
insinuating something?
What's that
Are you insinuating something?
about you?
Yes.
That's to think about it.
I don't think so. No,
Alright.
no.
My job is keeping people alive.
Oh, yeah. Well, the whole party thing's still a bit on my mind. And listen, I trust you in keeping people alive. That's good. Yep, that's what I'll say. That's end of sentence. Anton, what did you ask?
What's the point in not telling us the directions to get to the person that we're about to go meet anyway?
I don't know, just so that I can make sure you don't just radio someone immediately.
Couldn't we just radio someone immediately after we got there?
Yeah. But it's different.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go talk with Atlee now, if that's it.
What's that?
I think I'm gonna go talk with Atlee now. If
Oh
that's it.
yeah. We're also probably gonna take him.
Where?
What?
Wait, have you guys actually discussed
With LG?
custody with LG?
We have
Okay.
not.
Yeah. So we're gonna want to ask him a lot of questions, make sure that he's not any danger. So we're
Here.
gonna take him to our own personal
Against-
private prison.
Right.
Against his will?
That's what imprison means generally.
Well, did he commit a crime or something?
Yeah, he did. Did you see flippin' Soul Spring? That whole place was a crime.
Oh. Are you talking about Wayne or Allie?
Oh, did he say Wayne?
No.
I
No.
thought
No.
Allie.
I heard wrong.
Oh,
Tired.
Sorry, I thought it-
I was tired.
Did they commit a crime or something?
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
Just flying our ship
Atlee,
better than
never
me.
mind. Yes.
Wayne's
the crime.
responsible for all of Soul Spring. No. But
It's
yeah.
our fault.
What kind of
Winslow.
information are you gonna
We remember stuff.
Get
Oh
from
no.
Um,
I'm done.
Well, I guess you could try to get it out yourself, but more of the extent of what he knows about our organization and that's kind of mainly it. Stuff that he knows about the Privation. If you're actually, he's gonna roll an insight check on you, and he's gonna take +2 to the difficult, or he's gonna be hindered because he's drunk.
do I have to roll for this at all?
I'll say no, but you get to decide what he gleans from it.
Okay.
You're not lying, so I'm not going to make you roll a deception. You're not particularly trying to persuade him of anything. So he rolled a critical success and a critical failure, but I don't know if there'd be complications on an insight check. It's kind of the same rule as perception. So,
I'm gonna remember that.
all right.
He'd probably just get that Lee's not comfortable with the idea of people asking Atlee questions in general.
Would he get why you're uncomfortable with that? If not, that's fine.
He just knows that Lee's not super comfortable with the idea of the protectors taking Atlee.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so just mainly like organizational stuff.
What happens if Atlee isn't a danger? What do you do with him?
Probably put him on trial.
But if he is a
Probably
danger?
execute him. He killed one of us, and he killed hundreds, maybe thousands of people. Kind of cut and dry.
Is that in your jurisdiction or is it someone else's?
It's in our jurisdiction.
What's that?
Well, he's a citizen of the Empire.
Well, I think he's in Pandysia, so.
Yep, which belongs to the Empire.
What empire?
The
Empire.
Ohio State University. Yeah.
Not everything belongs to the empire.
But the Empire belongs to the Empire.
And where does that stretch to?
Here.
Why?
Because the people are all Imperial.
Why is that?
Because they were born in the Empire.
Would they identify as citizens of the empire, or would they say they renounce their citizenship?
Well,
to
they
the
probably
United States?
renounce their citizenship, like most of the
So it
countries
sounds
now.
like they're not citizens of the empire, which would
Just
make them
because
not
you
your
say
problem.
something doesn't make it true.
Well, if you give up your citizenship to a place, then you lose all the privileges and everything, right? So you should lose all.
You don't
Bind into it.
lose your status as an Imperial citizen. You can't do that.
So you're stuck.
Yep.
The empire's a prison.
No.
Well, then you could get out, right? If it's a willing sort of thing.
No.
So it's not a willing sort of thing.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm too drunk for this. Listen, you can leave a family, you can stop hanging out with your family, but that doesn't change the
You
fact
can
that you're
disown a
still a
family
family member. You still
If
have
you
that
disown a
last
family
name.
member, you don't give them any of their inheritance or anything like that, but you
Uh-huh.
also don't get to make any rules about them.
But they're still family. You
Not
can't
if you
change that
disown
fact.
them.
No.
If you take away the benefits, you take away all power over them. If you disown them entirely, I think it's the same way with citizenship.
I don't think so. When I ask, who are your
Anyway,
parents,
we're
you
done
can't just
here.
say they're not.
I'm just gonna
They
Well,
head
didn't
your
out.
give birth
parents-
to me.
I think
Bye,
I
guys. Sab just leaves, walks down the
rather
corridor.
discuss this in the morning if you don't mind.
Yeah. Listen. Why shouldn't we try him?
Well, I just think it's not really your domain.
And whose is?
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, we'll stick with what we are sure of then.
Well, I think
Good
there's
night.
a lot of people in Pandysia who have better odds of doing it than you do.
You think so? What? You think it's Morley that's good at that sort of stuff?
I don't know.
Exactly. Why are you saying stuff?
Well, I'm just saying, I don't think you're in the best position to be trying to.
I think we're in a great position. We have flipping Imperial authority. Okay, well, good night. And he's just going to leave and head downstairs.
We'll talk to him when he's feeling more reasonable. Don't worry.
As we head out, Lee's going to tap Heisel on the shoulder.
Yeah, Mr. Barrett.
He's gonna nod his head towards one of the rooms as we get towards the rooms kind of underneath.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna like
Mm-hmm.
just
One of
heard
the
him
private
come
rooms.
talking to one
So
of the private rooms.
follow, sure.
Right, he's gonna close the door. This Wayne fella, how long have we known him?
Not very.
Do we trust him?
We trust him to pilot the ship.
Do we trust him
Probably
to
wouldn't.
pilot it to the destination we told him to?
Yeah,
What if he? I
Bert.
don't know.
Bert. This is the thing about trust. You don't have to trust someone's character. You have to trust their motivations. Wayne is on board an airship right now with
And LG just said he wants. Oh, never mind. No, I'm sorry.
it's okay, it's okay.
It's all good.
You're good, you're good. With what, a dozen others or so. That would all be hostile if he tried to pilot the ship somewhere other than where we wanted to go.
Unless during
He's
the night he landed
Stuck in the
place.
sky. We'll check on him every once in a while, but it wouldn't do him any good to try and get us somewhere else.
All right. And do we trust the protectors to deal with that? What can we do about that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't think Anton wants them anywhere near him. I want to talk to Anton before we come up with a strategy because whether he just doesn't want Atlee tried by anyone or whether he'd be okay if it was Maxim Kenrick or someone else who put him on trial would be a different angle.
Anton, he already seems to have some twisted idea that at least some sort of father to him or something. I don't know if he'd take any kind of.
I'm going to talk to him about it. See where he's at.
And if Anton decides that there is no discussion on this, that Atlee has to live, what do we do?
Then I play a card I wasn't expecting to. We could tell them Atlee would be useful alive as a an inside agent for the Pervasion.
We keep
Remember
Atlee
me.
alive?
I'm not going to stab Anton in the back.
No, but Atlee has to die. He has to pay for his crimes. My concern is that the protectors won't do what they say they're going to do. That they find out he has a lot of useful information that they can use, and they use him as a tool.
Whatever the case, I'm not really comfortable with them taking him back to their own base.
So I'm asking
So they
If
can
push comes
interrogate
to-
him here, but
if push comes to shove, are we willing to kill Atlee?
again, let me talk to Anton first. Just
Right.
get a bit of the lay of the land, then we'll make a plan.
Talk to Atlee as well first. See what information you can glean from him, and
Sure, if we can tell the protectors the information they were trying to figure out from him anyway, be a good step. Don't worry, Mr. Barrett. We'll figure it out.
there's a lot of moving pieces here.
This is why I didn't bring the rest to be in.
Right, Atlee's waiting for you. Gray's standing watch.
Great. Try and get some sleep, Orley.
He's going to go and rest until midnight.
And Hazel will go over to where
Real quick.
Oh yeah.
Sab left meeting early and he headed to where Atlee was, basically.
Atlee's just getting so used to
All right.
Okay.
Yep. Gray would be standing his post.
Hi, Gray.
Evening, Sub.
Basically, I'm gonna go in there, and I'm a little concerned if people are talking to Atlee and if they're saying things that maybe they shouldn't be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go hide under the bed, and yeah. So just you don't have to mention them in there, but that's it.
Okay.
I'll
Go ahead and
leave.
roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Hidden successes.
Also, how much of the bed was still in there?
Um,
You left the sheets.
I took put the bed frame out. I thought
Okay,
because
just the
it's
mattress?
springs. It's like
Didn't you put the frame back in? That was like a
No.
trust thing, right?
no, I put the sheets in.
Something. Yeah,
The sheets in
I
the.
remember the sheets for sure.
Yeah, I left the sheets in, but I didn't put the frame back in.
Okay.
I don't trust them that much.
Okay. I believe you.
Sounds like, hey, Atlee. Cigarettes under sheets.
It's like a stab-sized lump under one of the sheets.
And I was like,
yeah,
now I'm
no
gonna tell you
successes.
something, and it'd be awful
None?
if Stab heard it.
Uh-huh. You do know that, keep getting investigator, Barrett took out the bed frame, right?
That's gonna make it harder. I could probably cut my way into the mattress itself.
If Inspector Barrett comes down here, Investigator Barrett
Sure,
comes down
you
here,
can tell him.
all right. I don't think you should cut your way into a mattress, though.
Okay.
I don't think that would work. You can,
I'm thinking just push everything into the corner and then kind of like be under all that.
right, hide under a sheet, pretend you're a lamp.
Yeah.
I'll have
sort
fun.
of.
And he's gonna let you in.
Cool. Sab just.
Atlee
like-
is, yeah, Atlee is sitting on a chair.
He's like,
Would you be fine with a chair being in that
Oh,
room?
yeah.
Yeah, there's a chair in there and a small desk. Nothing in it, of course. I'll check. And Atlee would be writing probably something in this journal, which means I'm gonna have to do this probably sometime over break if you don't mind. Okay.
Oh. Okay, that's suspicious. All right.
Ah,
Hi.
if it isn't the old one.
Hi. Anyway, well, I have weapons, so don't try and jump me. But I'm just gonna go hide over here. Instead of like grabbing all of the bits of just no reason to say why I'm here. I'm just kind of pulls the stuff over into the corner. You're not gonna tell anyone I'm hiding in the corner, right?
Why?
I like insurance. Make sure people aren't discussing things behind my back that they shouldn't be.
He looks around at the basically 10 by 10 foot room. Or probably like 15.
Think of it as I'm watching you, but like it's not personal.
He's not going to say anything. Go ahead and roll a move quietly stealth check difficulty of 5.
Oh dang!
I know how.
It's a tiny room.
Stab constructs pillow
Can I
fort
make
in
it look like it's just kind of like it's like pushed
Like
up
Atlee built a pillow.
No, can I take it like moved it over and just like put it up like sideways on the rim, like it's out of the way, and then Sam just moves in there and like puts covers like blocking it.
Okay. Sure.
I love
Does that help my chances?
Like, for some reason, I feel.
You know what?
to-
I'll allow you to do that without a difficulty on this, but this is probably going to be a fixed hiding spot with a difficulty of 1. So anyone rolling a perception check greater than 1 would be like, there's a mattress in there, and would probably ask Atlee and would probably look at what's behind it. This is just a small room.
Okay.
Stab quite suspicious.
Make a quick perception check
Okay.
to look for a better hiding place.
All right. Steady.
Hidden successes.
Cleverly.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I do quickly?
No.
So, all right.
Carefully or cleverly.
Okay. Nothing.
Nothing. Well, there's the mattress there.
Okay, I'll do that.
You're gonna just hide it in the corner?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you prop the mattress up against the corner, and there is that small spot under which someone may hide.
So that just takes the blankets and all that and just makes it look like he's gonna take a nap.
Surprisingly cozy.
I thought you're underneath. So
So let me put it. So it's like this.
Yeah.
It's sideways against the wall.
yeah,
There's this little like cave.
yeah.
he just takes the stuff in with him, like the pillow and the blankets, and just like puts the pillow there, and then just kind of covers himself with the blanket. So it's kind of just like,
Okay.
So it looks like
Could
a
just be
sheet.
blankets. Yeah.
yeah, could
Right.
just be blankets.
Cool.
If someone looked, so but depends how well they look.
Anton
All right.
marching in, jumping on the pillows in the corner. So Atlee. Sounds like
Atlee just returns to writing at the desk. Heisel, you'd be next to go in there, right?
Yes, sir. I'd be walking down the hall.
Hmm.
Mr. Kendler, what are you doing?
Doing fine, I suppose.
Any?
I should probably alert you that Sab is currently hiding behind a mattress in the room.
He's what?
He's hiding behind a mattress in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to eavesdrop on anyone talking. Sorry, this is kind of his job.
Mhm.
Thanks for that.
Hmm?
I'll try and make it look like you didn't rat him out.
Good. I didn't tell him I wouldn't rat him out, so
Well, sure.
it's fine if I did.
Best not to have Sab angry at you.
That is probably true.
If you want to watch him for a while, I'm going in there anyway.
Is Barrett with you?
No. He must be tired.
I was
after
ordered
a long
to wait
day.
until midnight, unfortunately. I'll be here.
Well, after
Listen,
you're done
I-
with Atlee, then do you want a coffee or anything?
Ooh, yes, that would be lovely.
Great. Well, it'll just be a few minutes then, and she'll slip in.
All right. Wait, did you tell him to just go get a cup of coffee real quick?
No, I said I'd get him one later.
Oh, okay. If you what?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice.
If you had to stay up that late,
Cool.
I can
Rick
just be a
Hammer
nice
likes that.
person.
Yeah, there you go.
you just K into your like niceness account of this person and take it back out later and say, what have I done? It's mean to you. It's so good to you.
I gave you coffee.
I can't do something selflessly kind every once in a while.
I wouldn't be very objectivist.
But
I'm
yes,
not an objectivist.
you walk into the room.
Now.
You see Atlee writing in Anton's journal on the desk, and a mattress in the corner propped up against the wall.
You not like the accommodations? And just
Yeah.
gesture over to the mattress in the corner.
Perception check.
Well, Atlee's not
Atlee's
saying
like,
anything.
I'm not even gonna dignify that.
I mean, you did technically threaten him. You said I have weapons, so
That was,
Oh,
I guess.
I know against him, but like,
you said
I
perception?
guess in general.
Yeah.
he-
What's that?
Perception?
Yeah.
2 successes.
Sab is behind the mattress.
I
Just like a
see.
bit of his cape is like, no, that wouldn't make sense. Anyway,
Well, what is it? What
like
is
a bit of
it
his
now?
like, gonna say a bit of his like,
His feet are sticking out the other end.
not that bad.
Honestly, it's there doesn't need to be any part of you shown. It's a mattress in a corner of a tiny room, and Gray told.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Well, why don't I just fix this up for you just in case? And I'm gonna like walk over there and I'm gonna like pull down the mattress. And I'm gonna
There's a man-shaped bundle of blankets.
I'm gonna kick it.
Sam does not react.
I'm gonna take the blankets off.
Sam is just like this, and then he starts coughing.
Sebastian.
Ow! You do know I almost died today, right? You're just gonna kick me. That's your first instinct.
Sebastian.
Yes.
Out.
No. Go talk to him.
Where are you here?
I'm here because you're here, and you're gonna talk to Atlee.
Yeah. With Ray outside.
Yeah.
Do you don't trust me, Sebastian?
I don't trust you talking to him. Or I
Why's
don't
that?
trust him talking to you.
Why is that?
You can stop that. Like, just keep writing. You don't need to be police fights.
Want to explain that to me, Seb?
He's weird and voidy. You're kind of into that stuff.
Protectors. just told me they'd give me what I wanted.
Yeah.
What reason do I have to jeopardize that?
Meh.
Explain that to me.
What reason do you have to jeopardize that? If it doesn't work, if I don't know, if
Sebastian,
for some reason you think you want to persuade Atlee to do something,
do what?
I'll just leave that to myself, I think.
I don't want to say in front of him exactly what they just promised us. But you know that what it is something that's of interest enough that even if I was some anti-protector, conspirator or some such, I'd want to wait until after that to do anything suspicious. Did that cross your mind?
Mm-hmm. But also that you would make backup plans, plans within plans, followed by plans. Because that's what I would do.
Well, I suppose you're welcome to stay if you want. It's all going to be very technical.
Sure. As it starts a little bit out the table.
Exactly. She strikes up a conversation in the Alka table, like, from like, I don't know, how do you speak the Alka table?
It's like
You've said it
that,
sounds
Josh.
guttural, and I
It's
can't do
guttural.
guttural.
Yeah.
Someone make a guttural noise. All at the same time. There you go. That's the
No,
Alka
I was
table.
picturing it sounding like Welsh.
It probably is.
Oh.
That is honestly, that's a very close equivalent, I think.
Well, Abby, how are you doing?
It is a shame to have my quarters changed and my scenery changed, but I am here to enjoy the show, I suppose.
See, this is a bit of entertainment then.
Not just you.
Anything I can do to make you more comfortable.
I would appreciate if you gave this back to Anton and gave me some paper of my own. I appreciate his offer of sharing this, but I prefer to have my own materials and not to share them.
Easy enough to arrange, sure.
Yeah, I even got some paper here.
You get paper?
I mean, he has his book. He's just gonna rip
No,
out.
he just asked for his own paper, not someone else's book.
Oh,
Oh, are
Zach's
you
just gonna
ripping
rip
out the
out
paper?
some
Yeah, sure.
Probably does that. Can I see it?
I'll just bring it back to Anton.
Yes, my big ass picture in it, and I haven't.
She starts flipping through.
I will take Mr. Coldwin's paper.
Some more
Wait
papers not good.
whoa, whoa. Sam pulls out his knife. What did you just say?
Sebastian.
Shut it. He just called me Goldwyn.
Kill me. And
I'm not
use
gonna
everything
kill you.
about the jade music.
Fine. And I'm thinking, okay, well, you know, okay, sure. Okay, you know about, well, that tells me a lot of stuff. So you're not so smart now, huh?
Remember when I asked you to leave? This is why.
Like how Abby's just like, here's something
You know, we have your books,
What are you gonna do, baby?
and I could burn them all. And I could kill you, and then everything that you made, gone. Okay? So you tell me how you know who Timothy Goldwyn is.
It is your name, is it not? Not a very hidden facet of a person's history, is it?
It is when you disappear.
You can certainly try to disappear, but there are some things that can never truly be lost,
Like what?
like a name.
Names can be lost.
I disagree.
Alright, then where'd you find my name? Because I would like to find out what my real name is.
He looks at you up and down. Hmm. Unfortunately, that one eludes me.
All right. But you don't drop that name to anyone here. Or I will find what you love and then I will kill it. Sad goes to leave. He grabs the drawing book. I'll take this thing and Tom.
Excuse you. I'm holding that drawing book right now.
Instead, walks over to grab it. I'll take
She
that
has
to
it like
Anton
in
now.
her arms right now.
Instead, walks over to him. I'll take that to Anton for you.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
No, I can do it.
Sebastian, you showed me like a trust by not leaving earlier. This is recompense.
No. Do you want me to leave? You give me the book. Sure, if you want to hand it off to him, then you can do that.
You can go with me to drop it off later.
Fine. Seb just sits in the corner. It does a very like pouty look.
There is a mattress on the floor, and
He sits on the mattress.
What questions do you have? Okay.
You can just call me Hazel if you want. Everyone else around here does.
Very well.
How much do you know about Telvin?
Most of his life. Not his younger years, I suppose. But his time with the Probation is very well known. And his status now.
Did it come to you, or did you find him like you did with Anton?
Hmm. We had known each other long before Soul Spring.
Where from?
Hmm?
Where from?
Ah. May not seem adequate, but around we had interacted. At the academic level, I suppose. I sought him out after I read his book. It was one of the few perspectives on the void that wasn't stale.
I won't penalise you there. It is rather more interesting reading than most of the rest of it out there.
And he watched my work closely and actually saw the value of it, though his cronies don't.
They don't,
No.
seems to me.
The Pervasion is too obsessed with the spikes and the puppet outsiders to really grasp what is truly important.
So the rest of the Pervasion wants to harness the outsider's powers, not become, what is it, void touched, you call it?
They think that the removal of the outsiders is a necessary obstacle to remove, to reach the point of being void touched.
And would it help?
No, we can achieve this now. It will take time. As far as I am aware, I am the only one who can make an individual void touched. Save for that adequate touch of fate on individuals like Talvin. I did enhance his abilities, but his drive certainly had to come from the void itself.
What does it take to make a person void touched?
Time, dedication, craft. An artifact or two would certainly help. Something more than your I'm sorry, he shouldn't have said your. More than a pity or a puny bone charm. Something of great magnitude. In learning to craft such objects lies the true key.
The key to understand how to link someone to the void.
Deed.
And how did you stumble across the Alcadeva?
Hmm.
Exactly.
I have been forthcoming up to this point, but this will be one matter I keep private for now.
Even though I already know it too.
Even though you know it, or you think you know it.
Anything I need to roll against?
Nope. You are just a student.
Well, everyone has to start somewhere.
Indeed. And students are the ones that are willing to learn. And perhaps I would be willing to teach a few things more than a protector. He's still a student too.
Yes, it's one of the reasons I'm here with you now, as a matter of fact. But you're not the sort of person that does something for free.
Not entirely, and certainly not in captivity. Albeit a very comfortable one.
So what is it you're looking for then? You said you wanted to watch, right?
I don't necessarily want to watch, but I know things are certainly bound to unfold. I would honestly prefer to just go back to Soul Spring.
I don't think you'll find it too pleasant there anymore.
And why is that?
Just take my word for it.
This you can't contest. You are. He's gonna do an insight check on you.
Mm-hmm.
Deception or persuasion. This is something that's kind of in between. Just 2 6.
And that's 3 on mine.
Okay. Yes. He doesn't get anything.
Just take my word.
I do not want to spend and waste time building another lab. I suppose I have a lot of it to come, but it is not work I am well suited for.
Surely the pervasion will be only going to back up.
Calvin would. Not the people that actually get that sort of work done.
And Telvin could pull a few strings for you.
I suppose he could.
But you haven't answered my question yet. What is it you want in exchange for a little more instruction about the Alcadeva?
Right now, reason to trust. I have things I can certainly give you, Isel. Much more than the protectors can. They think they can bring back Leonard. They may have theories.
This isn't some random thing to pull up. You guys were talking about that. with
No,
the
yeah,
president, so.
we did mention.
If you want into the void, the protectors cannot provide you with that. I can.
How much do you know about the protectors?
Enough.
To say that with such certainty.
I may not know every objective or plan or action or laboratory that they may have, but I know the material that they are made of. They are not made of the same stuff as me. And
Certainly
not
not.
going to reach the void.
Some mighty strong conviction for someone who doesn't seem to have that much knowledge.
knowledge. An interesting choice of phrase.
With the protectors at the very least.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
About the protectors at the very
Oh, I thought you were
least.
talking about him.
No, you might not have that much knowledge about the protectors.
Right, yeah.
I have enough.
You've given me your pitch
Mm.
again,
Mm.
but you still haven't told me what you want me to do for you. Unless you're being exceedingly generous, I sense there's a but.
Hmm. No. There is not necessarily a but. I don't want anything done for me. I just need your trust. And frankly, I don't have it. Not necessarily because of you.
What does trust look like?
Hmm. This is not necessarily a strong thing to do, but let me go. At least initially by moving the guard. I have no intention of leaving,
You feel a bit higher from 10,000 feet.
indeed.
What would you care to do if you were let out?
Accumulate materials, rebuild a lab as much as I could.
And do experiments on?
Well, unfortunately, I imagine that your group would be averse to allowing me material to work on.
Smart man.
If you want progress, you need fuel, though. There's a man in the room adjacent to me. You have no use of him. I certainly do.
You say you're not asking for much, and then you say that you'd like the body of a captive we've got for experiments.
Are you going to get anything out of him?
I would have rather left him to die the cold up in Soul Spring, quite frankly.
Well, then, don't let his death be in vain. Let it mean something.
I fail to see how this connects to our discussion.
Right now, I am, well, perhaps in terms of something like Anton. Think of an artist deprived of any medium to paint on or paint with. Depriving the artist of the material. You're not going to get anything from him.
I don't want that from you. I just want information.
Well, you asked what I wanted. I want to continue my work.
Just wanted to make it clear that that's what that was. Right.
Just a small step on it. You do not have to do that to gain my trust. But right now, I just simply don't trust your group. Maybe because it is not made of the same stuff as I.
What does it take to be made of the same stuff? To be I assume you're talking about the same thing that makes the protectors unable to enter the
Indeed.
void.
Well, for one, you could lose the protectors. Do you really think I would reveal my deepest secrets amidst my sworn enemy?
No, and really I would rather it was just us in the room. But you work with what you get.
If you want information, they will have to go.
There's the ultimatum. In the meanwhile, what is it that makes someone able to enter the void, made of the same cloth as you?
Well, unfortunately, no one can do it of their own volition, unless enhanced. But entering the void is an incredibly painful process, one that requires an individual with immense drive and motivation to do so. Calvin was a very logical choice for this. I had made void walkers before, and it was dangerous. We lost many before they truly became void walkers, ones that were not equipped to deal with the pain. But the moment that Talvin asked if he could become one, there was no question. I knew he could handle it.
Why is it he wanted that? I mean, I know what he. I've read his book. But men aren't solely committed to ideals. What is it he wanted from it?
I think I disagree. Talvin wants the void in his grasp. Not necessarily to hold it solely, but to experience it.
And once he does.
He has.
So what does he want now?
He wants only the right people to be able to access it. He wants men like me and Lysander and a myriad of others to experience the same thing. And you.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
That comes from me. I don't know if he thinks that himself, but he certainly has opinions on you.
You're gonna make me blush.
I didn't say they were good ones.
Well, listen, Atlee. Give me a lot to
That's
think about.
Dr. Atlee. No. he's fine with Atlee.
I didn't get this PhD from a cult for you to call me by my first name.
He did get it from a cult. Yep.
Studied
Accurate.
at cult.
I guess one last thing, and then I'll let you be. What is it you want with Anton?
I want nothing from
What do you want with him?
the same thing that I said why I was here. To watch. Anton is... He is a bit of an experiment, not just in his creation, but in his existence. I wanted to see what an individual with no memories would do, how they would react to immense power. Unfortunately, the process of completely cleansing his mind was not perfect, but I still see an individual outside of the pervasion, outside of protectors, outside of nations and borders and affiliations. His own allegiances to himself and to those that he chooses to ally with. I want to see.
Because he's a wild card.
I suppose that is a juvenile way of putting it, but yes.
So he has no allegiances.
He can choose allegiances, but he didn't start with them.
Does anything from his physical body remain with him? Is his
Perhaps.
nature still the same?
He is a new man, that I can say.
And what would he have to do to impress you?
He already has.
Do you care what he does?
No. It is his choice.
And it won't affect you one way or the other.
Well, unless he decided to kill me tomorrow. That might be disagreeable. But anything else that he wants to do, I am eager to see.
it's been informative, Atlee.
Hmm.
We may be back later, but I appreciate the conversation.
Enjoy your rest, Heisel.
Same to you. Sab, you ready?
You can go. I'd like to ask him something.
I'm gonna tell Gray to make sure you don't stab him or something.
Got it. That works.
So she'd leave, and on the way out, she'd say, Gray, not entirely comfortable leaving Sab in there alone. Could you just keep an eye on him?
Oh, of course.
Appreciate it.
And he would swap places with you and head into the room.
I go grab Gray's coffee.
So right after the meeting, I
Mhm.
would have told Wayne where I was going, like right at the door. Everyone else left. And go down to the room with the paintings, the like panels
Yeah.
that I'm doing that stuff. And he'd start like he'd pick up paints to start that,
Mhm.
but instead of actually doing anything with that, he would ask well, I'm gonna try that thing that I
Okay.
haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
The guided painter's vision.
Mm-hmm. Are you painting this on the triptych?
No.
Okay.
He's holding it, looking at it. He's gonna end up painting it on the wall of the ship.
All right.
He's a chaotic person.
You took the Goya
He's
thing
like
too
a
literally, didn't
child.
you?
No. But like this like he's the sort of person that the entire time like he would wipe paint on his coat and all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
This is just more of the same.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Do you want to Discord me that, or do you want to just ask me?
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which of the several questions I'm trying.
I have so many questions. Where do I start?
Where do you start?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So there's like a bunch of questions going through
Mm-hmm.
Anton's mind at the moment. So he just kind of sits there staring at the triptych with the paints for a minute.
If this is not a question that would have any implications on your actions now, I might save the answer until after session. But if it is, I'll
That's fair.
absolutely go for it.
Yeah, I think. Let me know if this is a thing that I can do because I'm still not.
Right, yeah, it's up to my discretion. Yeah.
But he's basically, despite having like a list of things that he wanted to find out, he's gonna end up just being like, what does everyone see in Talbin? Or what does Atlee see in Talbin?
What is just Atlee or everyone?
It depends. It depends on if the other thing won't work.
That would work. Wait, I'm sorry. You are asking what does everyone see in Talbot?
Yeah, if that would work.
Okay. Be a chaotic painting. Mainly because even outside of the whole like Voidwalker person, he is an author that some people disagree with.
Oh no.
So
That's like vague question. Whoa. Oh, that was too much.
you know what? Yes. I will say that this one is a bit of like it feel like a synaptic overload. That there's just too much. I will allow you to try and ask another question though without expending mana usage though.
Okay.
See, the thing is that normally this is a question that I would allow an answer for, but it's just he's so divisive that you can't convey it in one image. Any image is going to be a different point of view.
Do I know that Lysander knows Talvin, or do I know if Lysander has met Talvin?
Not necessarily, but
Okay.
you could try.
Yeah, I'll go with how does Lysander see Talvin?
Okay. Yeah, you do get an answer on that. Do you want that to be private, or do you want me to just say it?
You just say it.
Okay.
It's also going to be painted on the wall.
So first off, you
So-
would actually get you would not get an image of what Talvin looks like,
Right.
just because you just haven't seen him before. But you would still get a picture of almost a POV of a hand reaching out, presumably Lysander's, and a man with a basically shadow over his face. You know, not quite a sensor blur, but just like it's too distant to actually grasp the details of. Giving him a spike.
Lysander giving Talvin or Talvin giving
Talvin giving Lysander.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I would say just from the, you know what? Go ahead and make an insight check on the pose and the mannerisms that you have observed this scene in. Talk cleverly.
Interesting. So I'm gonna use a will to reroll. And that's still only one success, but it's better than I had.
Okay. You could definitely tell from your own painting. I like the idea of like someone asking, "So what do you mean by this?" Oh, I don't know. Yeah. So
Well, if you see here, the way I painted him was this, which is clearly accurate.
Yep.
I don't know why I did that.
you can definitely tell that it paints Talvin in a positive light. There is, I can't, give too much nuance to it, but it's Talvin giving the spike to Lysander is not perceived as negative in any form, and not even neutral. It's perceived as a positive action. If that makes any sense. That's what a one one will do. It's good. Big,
Nice.
but yeah.
And then, how long would that have taken?
Go ahead and make a tinker quickly painting check. So I need a word for this. Not hidden focus, but like
Implied?
implied. Yeah, that's the phrase. Implied focus.
Is that the 5?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 successes.
2. Yeah, this would probably take. What are you painting with? Paint?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably take maybe an hour. A little long, but that's what painting does.
Just chilling down here painting the walls.
Mhm.
Anton's like that kid that you should not give crayons.
Yep. Draw on the wall. All right, we are going to take just a brief break and come back in just a bit. And we're back. So next would be Sab, right?
You're gonna shoot it at some point. It's full of drugs.
Do you not check Chekhov's gun?
No, I know Chekhov's gun. I
Yeah.
just didn't know what the reference was to
Right.
the why that applied to the.
Mm.
Anyway,
Because
that's
if
it.
there's a gun sitting there in one scene, that it has to be used in the next.
Right.
That's literally what you're doing.
Yeah.
That is something that is not relevant at the moment, but is visually present.
There we
So
go.
all the
Yeah.
viewing people at home,
I apologize.
Heisel has a
I shouldn't
cane
have assumed that you didn't
Not-
know that.
in the
Right.
real world, he has a bird on it.
Yep. Okay, so you were next, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, Gray's just in the room. He's got his coffee. And he's just watching.
Sav just moves to a blank page in his journal
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of writes down and then like shows Atlee. And he's basically just gonna do this like write and show sort of thing. He maybe rips out of the page.
Okay.
And so he just does like
Are you keeping this from Gray's view?
Gray sees like this is what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he probably looks at Gray and just is like, this is like I'm doing this because you're here.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like yeah. The guess is that Sav's guessing that's okay.
Mm-hmm. The orders he received was make sure Sab doesn't do anything crazy, and he doesn't know what you would be writing. So he's going to take a couple steps forward, and
I'm just asking him some private questions.
fortunately, I have some orders. I don't benefit from knowing any void knowledge stuff. That's not my domain. I just want to make sure you're not
Personal, not void related.
personal. Make a persuasion check. Hidden difficulties.
How reasonable is Greg Handler? That's rated by a difficulty.
Void by difficulty. 1.
1.
I'm asking him how he knows my name.
Oh, okay. Yep, you can ask that. And he's going to step away.
Right. How do you know my name?
As you are writing that, he interrupts you writing. And he just says, I am not going to give you any answers.
Killing part of the evasion, I'm guessing. Wait, the other one. Killing part of the other one, I'm guessing.
In part.
Sounds like, shoot, I forgot.
I blew my cover.
Dang it. My cover. Right. He's like, interesting. In part. That is interesting. Wait. Nah, that makes sense. It would be funny though. You see me as like the competition. It's like you do void stuff. I try and do void stuff. The original, fake, that whole deal. Okay. Okay. So you're just gonna be uncooperative overall.
Generally.
Okay. Well,
You can torture me if you so desire.
I'm not gonna torture you. Why would I do that?
Hmm.
It's as weird as you know about the one guy. Yeah. It's also weird that you dropped that you know the one guy.
Which person? I know a lot of them.
That you know my name specifically. Doesn't help your chances on me making sure that you stay alive. So I'm not sure the plan there. I mean, kind of. Meh.
You think that's all I know about you?
No, because then I wouldn't be here, would I?
No.
Listen, I'm not opposed exactly to the idea of people choosing to become void powered. I'm against people who don't choose that, becoming void powered.
Hmm.
But I could see a day of me crawling back to you and everything's bad and wanting nothing more than to just be a big monster that, sorry, their words, not mine. A big monster that just kills everything. So,
That is
you
not
have
what I
that.
strive to make.
Yeah.
Although that was indeed.
It is an
Say the last time.
unintended consequence. So you have that on me, but yeah. So if you want to be just uncooperative and don't want to even try to do this, then fine. I don't really lose anything. Because then you'll just be gone. That will be that.
I'm sorry I missed the part of that statement where it was a threat.
There is no threat. It's
Empty then.
empty. Yeah. But let me put it this way. I'm giving you advice.
Hmm.
So it gets up. And if you're gonna just decide you don't want that advice, then sure. Then I'll just leave. Then you don't get my help necessarily.
And what is the advice?
The advice is actually try and work with me, and maybe I'll actually give you something that's actually worth it.
Hmm.
Because you really think that I don't have things that you could give me that I would want?
You have nothing to give me.
But I have things that can be taken away from you.
Ah, there's the threat. My life.
More just me stepping away from it all. You get one less person
Hmm.
who would throw their ballot in for you.
You leaving would be a benefit.
Then maybe I don't leave and I just stay here. I can be very annoying. That is a threat.
It's not a threat, that is a statement of a fact.
It's still a threat. But I do tell you one thing, and this is a threat. And this will not matter no matter what anyone says or what you do. And this will happen no matter what you do or what advantage you can give us. If you harm Anton, if you do anything to mess with him, I will find you. If he gets hurt, then I will find you and I will kill you. And it will not matter what you can do.
Why do you think I would want Anton hurt?
Because I don't trust you.
Hmm.
And you're a loose end.
Loose end would go. What hazard am I to you?
You're a danger.
Only if you choose so.
I'm gonna leave that.
Do.
That leaves.
Okay. And Gray's just sipping his coffee and steps out when you step out and stands by his post. It's probably 11 o'clock now.
I'm tired.
Gotta go find Anton.
All right. Yeah. So he's not on the main deck, not on the crew quarters. I will say, just a brief note, airship's probably not ever going to be flying at 10,000 feet. It's probably going to be at like, I have a reason for being this technical. I apologize. Probably like 2,000 to 5,000 max, mainly because 10,000 feet and higher, you'll start to get some oxygen deprivation. And it's going to get cold. And this is not pressurized, so.
Well, I had been driving the thing about an hour before, so
whatever would have been the appropriate.
Yeah, don't
Number
worry.
of
You
feet
went to the
you'll
right
recall.
altitude. You're good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's go to 30,000 feet. I think we're rated to handle that.
Just the
Well,
equivalent
you know,
of
we are in a
hopping
high
on
altitude.
Everest.
I'm sorry. I don't know altitudes very well. I'll research altitude sickness, but
Okay.
I don't know.
They're
if you'd
not
be
at
10,000.
altitude. They're at safe altitude.
Yeah, you're a good altitude. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like 5,000 feet above an already high altitude place might be that much.
Right. Yeah. But eventually you find him in the cargo hold. It's up to you whether. Well, wait, no. This is after you left, so probably like 10:40. So he would be in the middle of painting this. I apologize.
Painting what exactly?
Looks to be a man giving another person a spike
On the wall.
on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Mind if I ask what's the inspiration for this latest project?
Oh, well, it's something, information from the void.
Getting
Like
anything
still
interesting from
painting,
it?
but like in person. Because I got caught painting on the wall
Yeah.
next to a canvas.
She sees him kind of like tense up and looks at the canvas and looks back at him and looks at the wall. It's better wall now.
Thanks.
Getting anything interesting?
Well, I mean, you can kind of see what I.
Yeah, you can see the
That's the
general structure.
I thought when you drew something you figured out something about it.
Well, go into the void changed a couple things. It was an interesting experience for a few reasons.
You can still do the old thing, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a little envious of you.
I kind of. Well, this isn't so much. This is kind of the opposite. Sort of asked a question, and this is the answer.
What was the question?
What Lysander thinks of Talvin. Just don't know what Talvin looks like, so there's not much I can do about that.
Seems to be the man of the hour. I was just asking Atlee about him.
Well, apparently Talvin gave Lysander a spike.
Or he's gonna
at
give
some
him one.
point.
Ooh. I don't know if you could be prophetic. Sorry. No augur powers here.
I'm not sure that's. I'm not sure it's the future. I think it's just some aspect to how Lysander feels about it.
Well, I
This
don't
is
mean
apparently some big
I don't mean the future.
turning point.
I mean maybe that's what Lysander wants from Talbin is a spike.
This is how he views Talvin. You know?
As a giver of a spike.
I would assume that this is some foundational interaction they had. Something that really shaped how Lysander sees Talvin, how he thinks of him, how he feels about him. Clearly, he's got a positive opinion of him.
What else do you want to ask?
Well, there's a few things sad that I have to find out
Like what?
where Argon is. Maybe something about what I found out about him earlier. He's got some sort of business proposition or something like that. Something new that's he views as very lucrative.
Arden does?
Might be worth knowing what that is.
Sure, if it's anything near as dangerous as say Blasters was, probably best be appraised.
Yeah.
I brought you this.
Thank you.
You're welcome to keep going on the wall if you prefer though.
Well, I need to finish this.
Yeah. Atlee wrote something. Didn't really mean much to me. Just like a journal entry.
He gave it away immediately.
He said he'd rather a paper of his own. Let's see if you can make anything of it.
Look at it.
Yep. Sorry.
What's it? Would it be like multiple pages, one page?
It is one page. It's very simple language, just accounting everything that happened today.
What's Is there anything that stands out about it in any way,
Hmm.
or anything?
You would first be referred to as Voidwalker 4, I think,
I think that sounds right.
and then but it would be who refers to himself as Anton, and then for the rest of it, he would just call you Anton.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Tempted to ask about that now.
Anton, what do you want to happen with Atlee?
Well, there's a lot of information he still has, a lot of useful skills.
I'm not asking for a pitch, I'm just asking what you want.
Learn what I can.
What do you want to know?
He mentioned something about making bone charms. I asked. I think he understands the process better than most people I'd be able to find.
Does he matter to you? Aside from just the practical concerns there.
What do you mean?
I mean, do you care about him?
In what way?
If the protectors were to come in and take him tomorrow, like they said they were gonna, what would it mean to you?
Well, they shouldn't take him.
Sure, I just want to know why.
He's got information that I can't get other places. It's the first place I've been able to know some of the things I've been looking for.
Do you think he knows the rest?
I know he knows a lot that he's not. Like, there's so much that he probably couldn't say it all at once. And besides, those skills that he knows, probably better than most other people. Making forward artifacts, he knows a different aspect to that than probably anyone has ever messed with before.
So what would you suggest we do?
Keep him.
And when the protectors ask why?
He has things we can use. He doesn't belong to anyone. You can decide. He decided to come with us. To come quietly, at least.
They see him as a prisoner. And someone who's done a lot of wrongs in his life.
Well, if he's anyone's prisoner, then he'd be our prisoner, and wouldn't be their prisoner anyway.
Do you think that'd convince them?
I don't know what would convince them. They don't seem easily convincible from what I've seen.
Would it be better or worse to have someone like Maxim Kenner try him? I'm not saying that's what we're gonna do, I just want to understand you.
I don't know. Everyone's focusing on mostly either the void fiend that people were taking themselves, or what he did with people after they were dead, or what he did with people when they were alive, which I don't know. They all have views about that. I know people taking void fiend of their own will, they overdose. That's not necessarily. Might have had bad motivations, but he wasn't the only one there. Sablaster clearly had some sort of weird desire to become whatever she was. She was part of that too. As for what he did with people, it's not all bad. People were dead and brought him back. That's not really a problem.
I think the problem is Soul Spring.
And Soul Spring's gone. Protectors have that.
We'll
know.
have that.
What
They're
he
not
did
there yet.
with it. He was a part of the plan in that whole promotional Void Fiend thing, and regardless of them taking Void Fiend, they didn't overdose. They took a normal sized dose of something they weren't told was going to be given to them.
Well, Hazel, you saw the size of that syringe, the amount that I got. I don't think it was a normal dose.
Make a tinker cleverly check with an implied focus of 4.
I'd say he'd have to have the focus for this.
Oh my gosh. I think or what?
Carefully, cleverly.
1 success.
It didn't seem abnormally large. Didn't seem like, whoa there, slow down.
Yeah. Well, it's-
And you know I give people void fiend, right? So you know I know that's not true.
Yeah. Same check.
Oh. Apologies.
Applied focus of 3.
You said what cleverly study?
You haven't done as much as I have.
What's that?
Study cleverly?
Maybe if you've done
Or tinker.
rounds.
Yeah, that was a normal dose. I mean, normal dose for like party time, but like, and not tea time, but like, that's not gonna kill anyone.
I've seen people take those doses before.
Well, some of the doses you've given people, not people that you know it's dangerous. People start hearing that there's some new kind of void fiend. They're not careful about it, then that's not entirely the fault of the people who distribute the void fiend.
I could argue this point with you all night. But I'm trying to figure out is why you're defending him. Like,
Yeah.
what stake is in it for you?
Everyone's trying to take him as prisoner or execute him, but he has information. He has skills, and
That excuses him.
I think everyone's seeing all the. I think everyone's seeing things in a different light.
Well. Then let me take this from a different direction. Tomorrow, we're going to need to cut our losses to some extent. The protectors are under the impression we're giving them Atlee to interrogate, to figure as much out about as possible, and then to take back to their base. There's a number of terribly compelling reasons we can't just float out, tell them no, and set Atlee free to do whatever he wants. So
Well,
tomorrow's going to be picking
Can't
our
set it
battles.
free.
You sound like an abusive boyfriend right now. It's just like, well, no, he shouldn't date anyone else unless he wants to, but he shouldn't leave either. It's just like we can't let him go.
That's exactly what it is.
Why do you need to leave? Do you want to see someone else? Well, you can't leave the house. You might see other people.
See the
What do you need a bike for? Are you leaving? No.
You can see the predicament, right?
Not really. We have him on the ship right now. Why can't we just leave it that way for a while? The protectors need to know stuff. There are other ways they can know it. They don't have to take him to some other facility to ask him questions. If he's not answering the questions easy, there are ways to get around asking questions at all. At least to him.
Would you be willing to offer your abilities to them as an alternate means of getting that information?
Yeah, to a point.
To what point?
Well, there's some degree to which if they're gonna keep trying to drill him for everything and they start trying to get questions that they don't need the answers to, that aren't relevant to them at all, I don't see the point in that, but
But you can see if we want them to continue to help us, we gotta do some placating.
yeah.
Is that something you're willing to do? If we can find a way to keep it?
If they have questions that they're gonna need answered, then yeah.
And would you go right if we offered to let at least one of them continue to travel with us to ensure he doesn't leave?
Well, I mean, Sav's traveling with us.
I don't think that's gonna be enough for them. No offense to Seth.
Well, who would they want?
I don't know, I'm not even sure they'd take this. I'm just trying to figure out what you're comfortable with.
I don't have a problem with the projectors traveling with us.
Right. No. Enough about that for now. On a bit of a different note, we said you could go into the void. Any idea how?
More or less. It's gonna show this, which is still infinite, but this painting or charcoal drawing, which is intended to be a depiction of the place in the void where the broker was, but just devoid of people, because that's the only part of the void you see.
Would I recognize it as a void?
Voidler check difficulty 1.
Easy, like 3.
2 momentum. Yeah, it's the void.
I haven't done it.
You just have to draw the void and then you're there. Was that it?
I'm not sure. I haven't done it. I haven't opened up the void or gone there, done anything like that, but I feel like I could. Now that I've been there, it's like I kind of feel like I could go back if I tried.
Could you draw you and me in the void?
I could. I don't know what it would do.
Will you?
Like now?
Like you know?
How close to done would I be with the painting on the wall?
You're done
right
by
now?
this point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. And I will begin. Should I do this on the walls?
I just like the idea that it actually works. And you can't get back, and the entire crew's just like, where'd they go? They're stuck in the walls. No.
It sounds like, and done. Womp.
What?
This is a problem. Yeah, so I'm gonna start on the walls painting Anton and Heisel in the void.
I really thought out earlier what typical checks you're gonna do for this. So what did I say earlier? Give me a second.
This is gonna be so interesting either way.
Heisel's like, you want to go to the void? And Anton's like, right now? Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
quick intermission for
This is like when I walked in. Oh.
I'm gonna get
When
to
I
see my
went when
cat.
I walked into my dorm room and asked my roommate, "You want to go to Taco Bell?" And he was like, "Yeah."
That's exactly what this is. This is the Taco Bell run
The midnight Taco Bell run.
to the void.
The void.
We
Taco
get a
Bell
lot
in
of
the
Taco
void
Bells
would,
there.
okay, Taco Bell in the void would taste so good.
It would.
The outside of it's like, I want a taco.
You want a crunchy taco? The bottom is
Fuck,
not
you want
crunchy.
a taco? The bottom is not crunchy.
But you know what? You're gonna like it anyway.
But
Next time you come
Void-tastic.
here, make sure and bring Doritos Locos Tacos.
Ooh, those things are really good.
Those are delicious.
I love those.
Okay. And this episode of To the West is sponsored by Taco Bell.
Please, Taco Bell.
Please,
What?
sponsor.
Food.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
we
that
take
would be
food as
amazing.
payment. We would.
I love the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Ooh.
So good.
I'll take whatever $5 box deal they got. That's always good. It's kind of like the same thing, but with a different structure every time. It's like, this time you get a taco and a chalupa. It's like, okay.
Well, all of their things are like 5 ingredients remixed
Yeah.
into
Yeah, it is. But they're good ingredients.
They're all good. And the shape and the proportions do matter.
All right. Tinker carefully, cleverly. Implied focus of 5, painting first to see how good this thing is. Partial successes.
Well, it's a critical success.
Okay.
Wait, I should have used No, I'm gonna wait for the momentum.
Okay. Yeah. Looks good. You can definitely easily see that it's what you asked him to paint. Good painting. Not a masterpiece, but good. Next, I want you to roll a survive, forcefully, resolve, focus. In difficulties.
Rolling 19. Something that's worth it.
What are the other two?
I think it's 6.
So that's what, 2 successes?
Yeah, but it's hidden difficulties. I'm doing it.
Oh, by the way, did you take the
Wait,
half
no.
mana maximum that I told you about?
I did last time.
Oh, okay, that was last session. Oh yeah, okay. Yep, all good.
Was it last session or the session before? It was last session.
Yep, you're good.
Should I do critical success or reroll the 1? Resolve? Resolve.
Well, let's think about it. What's your range of success?
My range of success on this, survive forcefully, resolve, it's a 12 or below is a success. But a 4 or below is a critical success.
I mean, how risky you don't play it, it's up to you.
Let's see. The risk did not pay off.
What'd you get?
2 successes.
Okay. It is the same as last time. For the remainder of the session, you are at half void point maximum as you were just absolutely drained of energy. Same thing that I said earlier. You can feel it. There is an entrance there. I will say that drawing Heisel and you in it didn't change anything, though.
Is it supposed to be doing something?
I think so.
Yeah,
No.
this kind of looks like watching an episode of Dragon Ball Z, but there's no special effects when they're like doing things, so it's like and nothing's happening. Not entirely. That's a bit of a dramatization, but like, yeah, he's not lighting up. Nothing. Just very intently focused.
Something happened and I don't think it was related to that.
Also, you are at 0 mana right now for the remainder of the scene. But that that'll recover to half next scene, whatever that is.
Okay. It's alright, you can keep working on it, right?
Not at the moment. I'm gonna have to take a minute.
Oh, I don't mean right now. Don't worry. It's a long day.
Well, the good news is I'm not sure I have to paint. The bad news is I was trying that time and didn't really work necessarily. I was trying to make the painting work, I guess.
You don't have to paint figures. I'm detailing this a little bit, but drawing the void did help conceptualize it a little bit more. So I would probably say you would feel inclined to sticking with that, but you just didn't gain anything from drawing you two in it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Would I get a sense that the size of the painting or anything like that also wouldn't matter?
You would not, but you
Void?
could test that if you wanted later.
I will test that later. This entire bottom of the thing is just going to be painted as the void. I was going to walk in and be like, oh, outsider's eyes. It's like, you're not working, Hazel. She's like, you can stop. It's like, I'm out of black paint.
I'll get you more. Just keep going. Do it in pink for now.
You can shade it later.
The misuse of color in this place. It's just so fascinating. It's there. I can tell it's. I don't.
It's okay. It's probably too much for one night anyway.
I can do it though. I know you need to get in the void somehow. I can do it. But
I trust you
Levi?
with it more than anyone else.
Add +1 to a resolve focus. Permanent.
Permanent +1 to resolve.
Mhm.
Focus?
Mhm.
Ooh. Very nice.
Fascinating.
Is that like on top of the normal max of 5?
Do you have a 5?
No, I had a 4.
I won't. It probably won't go over the 5. But. Are you guys okay with that? For me, conferring a permanent stat increase like that.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was the same thing as you did like with like boldly stat or whatever.
Oh, with
Doesn't
being
seem to
marked?
be-
Yeah, with being marked.
Doesn't seem to be a void.
It's not a void thing.
Okay.
It's just something he's practiced or done a lot of.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of those. I can see a concerted effort to grow in something.
Nice.
I know you all probably want stat increases too, so. I did just give you 30 XP, but. Okay. All right.
What time is it?
Right now it's probably 11:30. Are you guys done with your conversation?
I don't know. I guess he'd make it clear that he will be continuing to attempt it.
Yeah. Well, thanks. And if you need anything for that, let me know.
I'm not sure there's anything you could give me to help at the moment, but
I'll see what I can do about
if I
Ally tomorrow.
find anything.
I'm not sure how much that'll be, but try. Good night, Anton.
All right. You wanted to do something, Barrett?
Yes, around 11:50 he's going to get up and he's going to go and check on Wayne really quick.
Yep. Wayne looks extremely awake. Oh, good to see you. I keep forgetting that investigator, not inspector. Why did they name two similar
Well,
words?
I'm here to see Wayne. He probably
Oh,
wasn't
Wayne.
there.
Sorry, I heard Gray. My
Yeah.
bad.
Just checking on Wayne.
Yeah. Wayne would be at the controls. You'd see he'd be smoking what looks to be a pretty long cigarette. Not a cigar, just a long cigarette.
How's it going?
Oh, yeah, it's going fine. A little weird to be at the controls of something like this again.
Where'd you learn to fly?
Oh, I was a double cross messenger.
Interesting.
Mm. Yep, and we flew something like this.
You smoke a lot?
Not a lot. It's about a day and keeps me up.
Want something better? He's gonna pull out one of the cigars that he looted.
Yes, absolutely. Want to go get the whiskey?
What?
Want to go get the whiskey? It's a good pairing. Wait, I'm flying. Sorry, never mind. I'm sorry. He doesn't drink that.
alcoholic and the driver.
He doesn't actually drink that much. I just wanted to do the Dishonored thing.
Yeah.
I know.
Should we
Whiskey
gather
and
for whiskey and cigars?
Oh.
Yes, I believe so. Okay. But he's gonna shoot that idea down before. But yeah, he'd take the cigar and stub the cigarette. There's probably an ashtray
Is
up
he
here.
not wearing a mask if he's smoking?
He's not. That's right.
Very
He's got it down.
Will not describe it because Anton is not
do
there.
it.
That's correct.
Yep.
Yep.
To the masked
Let me
people.
know if you need anything.
That's all you gotta do.
I'll be down below deck.
Oh,
Lush.
offering people drinks or cigars is a really good idea, actually.
Oh,
I haven't considered.
I actually don't think I've got your name yet.
Lee.
Hey, nice to meet you. Wait. Did you guys? Okay, yeah, I don't think that ever happened. Yeah.
Eaten Barrett just sort of showed up.
How are you doing? I'm doing good. Who are you?
Um,
Who are you?
Before Lee goes out the door, he turns around and says, with that operator, that was a good shot.
Thank you. And you too. That was excellent. Didn't know you could take one of those things down, but that's
I
quite the
didn't
right
either.
you got.
So, with that, Lee's going to leave the room and he's going to go downstairs.
Yeah,
He didn't
he
know.
would thank you for the
did
cigar,
Did
but-
he notice anything weird about our destination or
Yeah, make a
direction?
perception check. Hidden difficulties.
2 successes.
Yeah, everything looks shipshape.
All right, he's going to go down and see Gray.
All right. Yes, Gray would be very chipper. You can see he looks awake as at high noon.
Power of coffee.
Does he see the coffee?
He finished it a while ago.
Okay. What do you do with the cup?
He put it right down at his feet.
Okay.
He thought about going back to the galley, but he's like, no, I shouldn't leave my post.
Okay.
Good then.
He's
Creepy
gonna-
old man.
He's gonna go up to him. How'd the watch go? Anything happen?
Well, Sab tried hiding under a mattress. Then Heisel went in, saw him hiding under the mattress, and the two interrogated Atlee. I don't know if they got anything. You'll have to ask Heisel about that.
Why was Sab hiding under the mattress?
He said he wanted to listen in. Eavesdrop a bit of insurance, he said. And then Heisel left, and Sab interrogated Atlee on his own. I was present for that one. I was in the room.
Anything happened there?
No, just personal stuff.
What kind of personal stuff?
Just asking him about why Atlee knew his name. I backed off at that.
You heard the whole conversation?
Yes. Atlee refused to answer Sab for most of it, being a little obstinate.
Listen, before you go to bed, could you go find Sab and tell him to come see me for a little bit?
Of course.
Thank you. You did good work today.
Thank you, investigator.
He's gonna offer him a cigar.
Thank you.
Cigar berry.
Do you mind if I wanted to? I know she's probably asleep, but I wanted to talk to Heisel a little bit. Is that fine if I do that before talking to Sab? Well, I'll go ahead and get Sab.
Get Sab and
Okay.
you can talk to Heisel.
All right. Of course, sir. And Sab, where would you be? Probably in your room.
Yeah, I think he just ended up in his room and he was writing down everything.
This is midnight right now.
Yeah, I was like writing and just like.
Okay.
Tong,
Tong.
Don't come in. I'm not decent. Fuck. Runs over and opens it.
All right. And Gray is just standing there.
Oh, hi, Gray.
Investigator Barrett requested your presence.
Oh, okay. Puts back the notebook and leaves.
While he's down in the crew quarters, I'm going to go ahead and do this scene. Heisel, would you go back to your room after talking with Anton?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. He would a bit lighter.
It'd be a minute, and then she'd open the door. Oh, Mr. Candler, hey.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
I'm sorry. Were you asleep?
Couldn't yet.
Um.
Bit of a long day.
It's gonna look around. Is it fine if I come in?
Sure.
We
is
can take
everything
this
all right?
maybe to the deck. Oh, it's fine. Just a curiosity thing.
So she'd open the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's her this time. I'll let
Yep.
in here, and she'd offer the chair.
Oh no, it's just the privacy. That's it. He'd sit down. Door would close. So you said a name earlier, or the Tin Man did. Leonard Glynn.
You heard of him?
Yes. Who is he to you? There's a question.
We were very close before his ascension.
His ascension?
He's one of the outsiders now.
What? He is.
I'm Lady Ogre. I'm his mouthpiece, sorta.
So I can speak to him right now?
Well, not really.
Oh. But he can speak to me? You're his mouthpiece?
He'll tell me things
What?
every once in a while.
So he's in the void?
Yeah.
Oh, why is he there?
Well, he didn't know he was a. Have you ever heard of the Cult of Forgotten?
Colts. There were so many.
Well, I mean, I knew they were in Alba, but I didn't know that was Leo.
Yeah, that was Leo and me.
Whoa,
And he thought
Wait,
that if he became.
you're from Alba? What? Oh,
You didn't know that?
I don't think so.
So-
I mean, I could tell you were Morlean, but
Are you from Elba?
yes.
What part?
The nice part, he would say. He would say a very rich neighborhood. It, I knew Leo way back when. I think. I mean, you said the last name was Glynn, right?
Right, yeah.
I thought he died. It was just his mother running the whole estate there.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. That was before I met him.
She was he would probably say an expletive. No, he's a bit more respectful than. She was a bit of a hag, wasn't she?
She would, when he, like, paused, she would fill in that expletive.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he says
Ah.
hag.
Well, that's one way to put it.
She was a.
So wait,
Hag.
you're telling me that Leonard Glynn lived and became a leader of a cult and is now an outsider?
Yeah, that's right.
What? Oh, well,
Actually, the entire reason I'm here is I'm trying to get him out of the void.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, I'll support you on that. I mean, it's been forever since I saw him, but
What was he like back then?
ooh, when did he start going blind? It was later in life, right?
No. That would have been while he was still in, his household. That would have been, like, probably about a year and a half before everything happened with his mother.
Okay. Can you give me an age? I apologize.
Yeah, call it, like, 8.
Okay.
And then that would have been a little bit longer of a timeline because it was probably about a year and a half before his father died, and then after his father died, there was some
Right.
time, and then the whole thing with his mom
Okay.
went down.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep. What was your question again?
What was he like back then?
Well, I mean, he's a childhood friend, so like a child. Played a mean polo game. We were in the same school. I think before he went blind. But nice kid. I think. Again, it's been a while, but yeah. Good to know that he's alive.
In a manner of speaking.
Hmm.
In the void, bit weird.
So wait, does that mean his mother just kicked him out of the estate or something? I thought that he just died.
She looks like a genuine loss for words for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see why I'm trying to defend her. She sent a couple of her servants out to toss him in the harbor.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Oh, did you witness this?
I'm the one who saved him.
Oh, well, thank the. I was going to say the outsider.
Thank you.
Thank Leo, you saved Leo.
Those make things a little bit confusing. No one an outsider does that.
Listen, if that's the case, we can arrest the old hag. If you were willing to testify. That's a crime. You can't just drown your kid.
My word against his, or against hers, doesn't matter.
Not mine.
Which I heard because you heard it from me.
Right. I mean, you know Maxim Kenrick. He's a bit more important than she is. I mean, she squandered their fortune anyways. Well, okay. Not entirely squandered. She's not as powerful as you might think. Not anymore.
Yeah, I guess back then she seemed a bit untouchable.
Hmm.
Well, that's a whole discussion for once he's back. Anyway.
Oh.
For now. Just
I would love to say hello again. If you do get him back. It's wow. That's a Well, now I'm in for the long haul, I suppose. That's a excellent mission to be on. Good.
well, the protectors just told us we could get him back.
Oh,
So,
really?
I hope they made it, and I hope they know
Hmm.
how to do that. But it might be soon.
Well, that's good. Wow. I wonder if he remembers me. Probably look a lot different. So does he, probably.
We'll see when he gets back, and even if he doesn't, I'm sure he'd recognize your voice.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I apologize. Forgot about that.
It's fine. I'm not even sure if he's not sure if it's different in the void.
Huh.
For a minute before he during the ritual and all that, he
Mm-hmm.
started to be able to see again.
Really?
That's why I figured it worked.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting this, Gray, but it's nice to know.
Hmm. Yeah. it's good to see.
I'll keep you updated on what's going on with all of that. I'm
Oh,
gonna protect
yeah.
our sort of bit
Right.
secretive.
Yeah.
But I'll keep you in the loop as much as I can.
I've got to tell you, if he comes back and he can see, you've got to get that man on a horse again.
That's
He's a
really
mean
good.
rider. Oh yes, he was the best.
You never told me about that.
Well, it's sounds like if his mother tried to kill him, he probably stopped talking about all the formal things and the hobbies we affluent folk tend to draw for.
A lot of it. He still played the violin though.
Oh really?
Kept that up.
Yeah.
Maybe changed styles a little bit.
Interesting. Well, I'm absolutely in for getting him back then. So don't hesitate to let me know what's going on.
Thanks, Ray.
Sorry for waking you up.
No, it's fine. I couldn't get to sleep anyway. It's been a little harder these days. Sure you understand.
Real quick, he's gonna do an insight check on you.
On what specifically? The fact that I can't sleep?
No, sorry, I probably meant to do this earlier. No successes, but he was trying to see like, were you Leo's? 0 successes, so nothing.
Were you Leo's wink at me?
Wink, wink. Yeah, he's not so crass as to be like, ask that on the first time talking about it, but like, yeah.
Well, I mean, he didn't get any
We're
successes.
lovers?
What?
But she would have opened up the second he said that he knew Leo.
Yeah.
So there would have been a pretty noticeable change.
Okay. All right.
But that's about it.
He's a bit dense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So was there? Did you want to do something, Barrett?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, stab Barrett. Yep.
Yep.
That went down the halls, slightly bumping on the wall.
Those of you asleep would hear dong, dong, dong. As Sab passes your door.
Sap. Shh.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, we can talk a little. Just
Okay, but we're whispering.
yeah, we're whispering, but not.
Oh
like,
yeah, Roger.
in,
Yep.
Not like real life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Sap. I heard about your little escapade a little while ago with the bed and
Oh, yeah.
trying to ask Atlee some questions too.
Oh yeah, he what did it? You were there when we had the whole talk with me and I told everyone everything.
Told everyone what?
Yeah. Okay. You did. Yeah. Adley knows that especially when I'll whisper this in his ears. I'm Timothy Goldwyn. And I don't know how he would have known that. I mean, I guess there's connections he could have had. So I was trying to get him to say something about that. He didn't really seem to open up about any of it.
What are you hoping to find out if he tells you?
It's just I don't like people that know who I am. I don't like the idea that people know that's who I am.
Why?
Yeah, Timothy was that's who the ghost knew me as.
Mhm.
So he knows me as Timothy Goldwyn, not dead. Ghosts might find out about that.
And you're afraid they'll come get you?
They'll at least know I'm coming. That's kind of the only thing I really had, at least at the beginning.
Why won't Atlee tell you?
I think because he knows I'm a protector. I think.
Oh. About that, that was while I was gone.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Grounder died.
Why'd you?
He said he recommended me to be a protector. And um,
Did you join just because Grounder died?
no, it, I don't know. It was like a lot of reasons. Just seemed like a smart thing to do. They were helping us, and I really, there was something about Grounder. I don't know. The fact that he thought that I would do well in it, or that it somehow I was qualified.
What do you
Also, well,
what do you think you're doing by being a protector?
well, get some cool stuff. So nice little perk. Kind of know some information that I don't think he's they're necessarily going to tell us. But I feel like if I can play mediator, probably helps. Especially if someone tries to do something dumb, I can just say, no, don't do that because reasons I know. So
So are you a protector more because of the advantages you think it would confer to us, or are you a protector because you agree with what they stand for?
well, I agree with. I'm just going to be honest. I woke up in a world 10 years later, and the only home I knew was just gone. Crystal is trying to kill itself. Everything's burning. Nothing. We went to Pandacia. People are going there because they don't want to die. The dad's. I mean, I don't really care. Not really. I mean, I think that like for example, the pervasion is just a dumb idea. Like control the void. That's just controlling weapons. They're trying to control who has void powers. It's better that's random. That's coming from me.
Randomize the Second Amendment.
That's coming
You
from,
get an assault rifle. You don't. You do.
from me.
Roll a d20.
It's a gift, but it's wild. It's chaos. It's not something that we can just choose. I don't know if I agree with their stance on what we should do about the void, but they're also push for the empire, and it's all I've really known.
Do you think by working with the protectors, I don't know, do you trust them? I mean, last time you were part of a clandestine organization, you were with the ghosts. And you did all sorts of things that
The ghosts.
they hardly seem people worth emulating.
The ghosts were. Yeah, I made bad call with them. Yeah.
I'm just worried that once the protectors can't use you anymore, or
I think I'm probably a little too useful. Even just being a slight ally is something that they probably really need. No one really likes protectors anymore.
I know,
So they kind of could take any ally.
I mean, if they begin to feel like you'd be more of a liability than an ally, what's to stop them from eliminating you? Do you trust them not to do that? I mean, you say you're useful to them now, but we can't really always control how useful we are to someone else, especially in this chaotic world, as you understand for yourself.
Guess that's something definitely to think about, but I don't know. Guess just I mean, I don't think I know. I mean, I don't think I know anything that like I would be a danger to them. I mean, if I go to the other side, sure. If I betray them, sure. But like, I don't know that much. And
mean-
to be honest, knowing Heisel, I probably know a lot of other stuff. So
I'm just saying, if push comes to shove, and you had to choose between staying with the protectors or turning against the protectors or turning against Heisel and us, where would you stand?
I don't like the idea of betraying people. But you guys, I mean, that applies to you guys. I think. You guys are a lot more to me. A lot more. It's complicated, that is, to me, than the protectors are. I don't want to choose sides, but you know I care about you guys. I probably can't be super helpful all the time. I'm really bad at, I mean, I can't talk my way out of anything. But I know you guys are trying to do what's good and what's right. And I don't want anyone to get hurt of you guys.
Sad, but I have to admit that when I first met you, I thought you were immature, useless, a burden,
Yeah.
and I was wrong.
Yeah.
And you're not perfect. Nobody is. Look, I couldn't persuade a drunken bartender to anyone to do what I want, but you've been very helpful. When we first captured this place, when the whole party business went down, that was my fault. You pulled through, and
Yeah. I'm glad you're back. It's been really hard. I'm really tired.
all right, go get some sleep.
Soul Springs kind of felt like it just all went wrong. Why did you feel like you needed to sacrifice yourself? Like before.
That whole business was my fault, and if they got away with the spikes, which they did, then I needed to try to get them back.
I mean, Hazel really missed you. I think you need to definitely talk to her if you haven't. I think she's. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what anything's going on anymore. I don't know what I'm thinking anymore. I'm making a lot of really dumb decisions.
You should get some sleep. I've had a very long past few days, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll do that. Don't stay up too late. I know you will. But you
Go
gotta
ahead
do
and roll a
this.
quick perception check, guys.
Mhm.
Difficulty 1, not hard.
One.
1.
What is perception check again?
Study. I'll allow swiftly, cleverly, or carefully.
Okay. I get 3 successes.
Yeah, go ahead and take 2 momentum.
Yeah.
You all see LG step out of his room. His hair's kind of a bit of a mess.
Hi, LG.
He just and starts walking towards the deck, or towards the stairs, towards the deck.
You all right?
Yeah, just night walk.
I'm
Fine.
gonna
I'm
insight
gonna go
check.
talk to Wayne.
Oh,
About
Okay.
what?
Is this about
Wow.
the Wayne stuff?
What?
The Wayne stuff?
Yeah, I'm talking to Wayne.
Okay.
Um,
Should I be there for the Wayne stuff?
um, do you mind if I just talk to him first?
Okay.
Just want to see where his head's at.
Ugh.
Sorry, what did you ask? Oh, you said what about? Nunya,
What?
Nunya.
Still haven't sobered up, have you?
Not entirely, no. But doing better-ish. Just yeah. And he's gonna start heading up the stairs.
I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I think they just need to talk.
About what? Do you know what they're talking about?
But I know there's something, but that's about it.
That's the thing that concerns me. You
Okay, then I'll go talk. I'll go like be around.
you're a protector, and they don't even tell you everything.
I honestly don't feel like they're telling you on anything, but I do get your point. I'll maybe ask about some more stuff. I'll have some questions.
You hear dun 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 as LG heads down the stairs again. Hey guys, I was eavesdropping. Sab, sorry, you guys weren't whispering. And
Oh, I was whispering at first.
oh, yeah, I just
I love that. I love that so much.
Eldry's like making the big clumps.
Sab,
You guys are like,
you-
yeah, he's gone.
it's fine if you're here. There's just some sensitive things. And I want to talk to him alone at first and not overwhelm him. I mean, you could join in a bit, maybe,
Okay.
but I'm not keeping this from you. I just think that this is the best way to go around this personally. That's it.
Okay. We can talk.
I am
later.
keeping things from you, though. Sorry.
We can talk later.
Okay. Sounds good.
Just had an idea. Really good one. So I'm gonna try and do something before I go to bed.
It's. You don't even know what time it is.
Inspiration hits. It's like a momentum. You just gotta follow it.
About
Well, I just
12.
got it.
15.
Yep, probably. You're not tired after all that?
Oh, I'm exhausted, but I've got an idea. One could say I have momentum and I need to use it before it goes away.
I would
If it
like
was a
to say,
quantifiable essence, I would call it that. I don't know what I'm saying.
Did you drink anything tonight?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I would
need
like
to
to say if
drink
I
a
hear
lot
those
of
voices,
water.
I'd like
I
to
think.
peek out.
Yeah, I'll allow that. No check required. Yeah, you can just see the four of these guys. Or three, sorry.
Tired, how are you asleep?
Just about. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm keeping watch.
Art,
I slept already.
hello.
It's none of your business.
I'll let you get away with it one night. Then we're back to going all the way to your bed.
Very well.
Sam, can I see the spike?
Hey, wait.
Hmm?
Could I see the spike?
Yeah. Sam pulls up the spike and hands it to LG.
Alder doesn't pocket it or anything, but he does take it and hold it on
Oh,
front.
yeah. I need
I'm
to
gonna kind of look
contact
over
you
his
about
shoulder.
contacting some people too.
You're
Hmm.
looking for the same thing I
I'm
am?
gonna go read
What's
the
that?
book now.
Looking for the same thing I am?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's the one.
Insight check.
Can I do an insight check on this? please?
Sure.
Sure,
I
it's
don't
gonna
know
be-
what
I'll
you're talking
insight-
about.
It's gonna be more difficult for you guys than it is for Heisel, since he is privy to more
Nothing.
information.
3 successes.
3,
Two.
2.
What's he's saying? This is the one. Wayne is the one. Wayne
What'd
is
you roll?
The
Yeah.
chosen
Okay.
one.
But I think
Sam- Wayne is
I'll check.
Probably something
child?
important to Heisel.
I think
Rachel.
I'll have to
said
talk
it
with
was
Rachel and see if I
Heisel's
know
child.
what I think I know about this
Okay.
as
Um,
my kid.
Okay. I mean, you can't gain anything from a 0 with this, but you can ask her that. Yeah, this is the one that made Leo. I trust you with it.
She take it.
I gotta put a label on that says if lost, return to protectors, though.
You're not being serious, right?
What?
You're not being serious, right?
Uh,
You're gonna put a little tag on it?
yeah, that'd be nice. No, I'm absolute joke. I mean, we got a system for that anyways. So. Yeah, when you guys did the, trance seance thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
So that's your tag.
right. Could you connect me to it?
Yeah, I could. Do you want that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could
Looks at you two guys.
consider it a teachable moment and show you how it works.
Sorry. Private education session.
I'm getting tutoring.
Oh, could you go somewhere else? I'm standing in the middle of the hall.
That's true. We can't.
Sure, just come on. And I'll open my door.
Sure.
Did you guys
I was here
leave
first.
the airship? No.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need to move. Come on, a room.
And
And I'll hold out the spike. How do we do this?
well, this is he would teach you the phrase to link someone to a spike. Link, not break.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I'll link myself to the spike.
There you go. You do. I'll keep that in mind.
How different could the phrase to break it possibly be?
Do I know which term means spike and which term means link?
No.
Fair enough.
He says this is the word that you use to link for this.
We'll keep
He
it
doesn't
on
quite
that.
give a definition with it.
But I won't really ask anymore.
Okay. Gotcha.
LG,
Yeah.
one last thing. Don't have to get in a big discussion about this, but just so you're aware, there's a little bit of debate about what to do with Atlee.
Why? You guys want him or something? Or do you want him dead like right now or something?
Anton would rather not have him dead at all.
Do you guys want something from him?
Information mostly. It's less me at this point, though I think there are things I could get from him if I tried.
What information do you guys want from him?
Anton has a couple of practical skills that he wants to learn from him. I wouldn't mind supplementing your knowledge of the Alcadeva. I think he knows more than you do. But that's later if I can do it without giving him access to materials, sort of thing.
Materials?
Don't worry about it. But what I was trying to say is we might need to talk tomorrow about exactly what we're gonna do with him.
All right. Just to let you know, Ren is going to meet us, so I might be sensible. She's Ren.
Yeah.
But if it's practical knowledge that you guys need, surely that knowledge can be gotten from someone that
That's
hasn't murdered thousands of people.
what he said. I think Anton's more personally concerned than that.
Like a creepy parent complex.
Those are the things.
Hmm. Okay.
Just
Interesting.
we're gonna need to trade delicately.
I'll try to communicate that to the rest of the protectors.
Sure. I appreciate that, LG. It's
Yeah.
not easy to be the moderate, is it?
It's not easy to what?
It's not easy to be the moderate one, is it?
Not exactly. I'll get some extra support tomorrow, though. There's other protectors that you guys haven't met that might be a bit more sensible.
Anyone should be interested in.
Well, I'll let them speak for themselves.
I'm really grateful for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you go do your thing. Thanks.
Yeah. Keep that safe.
Of course.
And I do want that back eventually.
Sure. I mean, once he's back, I
Oh, yeah.
don't really have any need of it, you know.
Of course. All right. Have a good night, Hazel.
And
You leave the room.
Can I use the basically momentum to roll for understanding the music box book?
Oh yeah. Do you still have that?
He does.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a good time to do that.
Yeah. So had a epiphany. I don't know. how-
Study carefully.
It's like, I'm on a roll. I'm
Um,
about to read.
Can I argue cleverly?
this is a very dense book. This is carefully, unfortunately.
How I feel about reading some actual books sometimes.
All right, here we
If
go.
you had flashcards.
Swiftly? No.
We have
it.
we have one critical
150 pages
success.
of back to you.
We have
Not
a
gonna go
sneaky
so
complication, and then I don't think those are anything. So we have one critical success. We have a complication.
Okay.
And they're all your dice.
No
Dice
con.
are crazy. Right?
Maybe I should impose It's hard to. It's just incredibly difficult to impose complications for knowledge checks like this.
There could be misunderstanding.
There could be, but that's
Where
a
you
failure, not a
believe You
complication.
misunderstand. Where you believe you understand something, but it's a twisted understanding.
But that's still a failure. A
Yeah.
complication is a
That's
success,
true.
but with a complication.
That's right.
So there
Well,
has to
no,
be
it's not a
success.
Maybe
success.
he
I mean,
smudges
Sab is
things
trying-
on some of the words with his thumb.
Sab could be like that.
Maybe.
Sab is specifically he's trying to do this without other people knowing about it. So that might
He drops the book. It goes. And everyone's like, "Whoa! What you doing in there?" No.
So the difficulty was 3, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tell you that, but that was the difficulty last
I
time.
wouldn't have changed. I would have still tried
Okay.
it.
What's going on in there, Sam?
You are turning page to page,
Don't commit.
trying to understand what's going on here. A lot of it is technical diagrams of cylinders and actually modern music boxes run off of like an audiograph system. So they would use like those paper things. But part of the section is just page upon page of technical diagram of gears and levers and what do you call those like weights on grandfather clocks? Are those just called weights? There's got to be a technical term for that. It's almost like pendulums.
Yes.
Well, no, the
But-
weights
no.
they're just giving energy, I think.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
counterweights, maybe?
Counterweight. Yeah, I
Maybe-
guess that
maybe
is it.
what you're thinking of?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If it's a weight that stores energy,
Yeah.
and as it goes down, it puts in energy,
Right.
I don't know what that's called.
Yeah.
Because a counterbalance or a counterweight, I think, is just something that makes it where it's not so unbalanced if you're trying to move something.
You're turning page to page through that. The first page you look at, you start to hear what sounds like ticking. Just small. So you're like, okay, moving on. Next page. Louder and louder. Page again. There's just more and more diagrams, and they don't stop. You keep turning the pages, and it works a little bit like a flip book animation of these diagrams of blueprints shifting into this mechanical smile behind the pages, an evil grin, and eventually you just shut the book, and it does fade with that.
Seth just puts the book down, goes over to his bed, takes the rope, tie it. I don't know why, but he just ties it to his ankle, ties it to the bed frame, and then just goes to bed.
Okay.
Got a little spooked by that, so he's like, I don't know what that was, but
All right. So I think that was everyone's business. I'm not going to talk about this. We're going to end session in just a bit. Gray would probably show up at like 3 a.m. and just be like, all right, my shift.
He's gonna pull out his watch. right, I'll be back at 6.
Okay. See you then. So that watch would slip.
Before Lee goes, he's
Mhm.
going to peek in the room and look to see what Allie's doing.
You look in the room, and it's sheer. It's dark. Atlee turned off the lights, but he's just standing there, and he squints at you as the light from the hallway pours in. Can I help you?
Having fun in the dark. Is there a light switch or something? How does the lights work?
There's a switch. Yeah.
He's gonna turn the switch on and look, see what he sees.
You see he has pasted a variety of papers to the wall, forming almost a collage of something that looks a bit similar to the Vitruvian Man, of a diagram of a person. It's not exactly like it, but it clearly what looks to be like, I don't know, blueprinting a person. But the face is Heisel's.
This might need to wait until next session. but
Probably.
I'm gonna flip out.
Okay. All right.
I like how you just like. I'm gonna flip out. Like very carefully pretending to be very calm. I'm gonna flip out.
Yeah.
Which is an appropriate reaction.
Yeah, okay. We'll deal with that next session, but the last thing that I did want to end on, no matter what the consequence of your actions during the night would be, as you all would wake up in the next morning, if Heisel were to join you.
She'd join you and she'd have this.
Perception
Pain.
checks.
And with that, we will end session. So,
I don't suppose there's anything that I could try to check to see if there's anything interesting about it.
not this session, unfortunately. We really need to go.
Hastings device.
I have something better than a Hastings device because it doesn't tell me where it is.
We will
Doesn't
see
give
you
me
all
an
in a
idea.
couple of
I
weeks.
can just figure out from.
Thank you all, none of you, for joining us. We really appreciate it. Have a good night.